the heck? I'm not expecting rain today, middle of the summer. Nice calm morning, but I guess some rain in the forecast. Wasn't expecting that, but anyways, it's back out on the kayak. Today we're gonna do a little bit of exploring and experimenting. I guess that's the name of the game today. I'm gonna try something that I've never really tried before, and I'm gonna try a place that I've never really fished before. Just kind of check it out, see what the deal is out here. So if you watch one of my previous videos, I did really well drop shotting some halibut from the surf, but it doesn't seem to be too common of a tactic out on the kayak. I mean, a lot of people catch halibut on kayaks and a lot of people catch them on artificials, but most I see are swim baits and, well, actually just mostly swim baits. So today I'm gonna try the drop shot. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna drop shot a halibut from the kayak. And yeah, I brought my spinning setup, not normal setup that I bring out here in the ocean from the kayak, but we're gonna see if we can get it done. Halibut on the kayak on a drop shot. Let's see if we can get there. I also didn't mention I'm gonna try to, well, I did jig up a little bit of anchovies this morning, so I will be using that as well. But my main tactic, I'm gonna try and do this drop shot, and basically, I don't know, I might adjust it as the day goes along, but my tactic is just to, well, I gotta really, this is my surf rod. If I hook a big fish on this and I have to try to net it, it's gonna, or gaff it, it's gonna be kind of tough, but whatever, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. My tactic is just kind of slow troll and just bounce this on the bottom, just like I would if I was, you know, casting from the surf, just kind of jigging it off the bottom. That seemed to work really well for me before. So I'm going to try to just do that same thing on the kayak. We're obviously going to be out a little bit deeper than we would be in the surf, but I don't see, if a halibut would hit it in the surf, you know, why wouldn't they hit it out here? Same thing. You know, I'm gonna go, I see some birds diving back behind me there, so I'm gonna go that way, see what that's all about. Oh. Hooked up, but I don't think it's a halibut. I think these are milk on the drop shot. Yeah. Maybe it's a halibut. Oh, it is a halibut. Aha! It's a little guy, but it is a halibut. I was basically just kind of trolling, I guess, this little drop shot. Oh, there it just popped off. Back down. Actually. Alright, so I think I like this little trolling deal. I don't have to cast and retrieve, so I'm gonna keep doing this. And then on my other rod, I'm gonna put a live anchovy on. Jigged up a few this morning. Get that down on this side. So if you're trolling for halibut inside the San Francisco Bay, for all you Bay Area people, you're limited to one rod. But if you're out in the open ocean, otherwise outside the Golden Gate, you're unlimited on the number of rods you can use for halibut. So if I were to catch some rockfish or, you know, salmon, I'd have to let it go. Those are limited to one rod per person. But for halibut, it's unlimited. So you could use as many as you can control. So I think on the kayak I'll use usually 2 for halibut. Maybe I'll cast one with like a swim bait or something, but I think 2 is a good number. Any more than that, it's a little bit harder to control. But theoretically speaking, you could use as many as you want. Drop shot, live bait. Let's get a halibut. Coming down hard. I don't know why, but it's raining in the middle of the summer. Oh, oh, here's something. I don't know if this kind of seems like a smelt. Maybe it is halibut. I don't know, I can't tell. We're gonna find out the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I think, yeah, it is a halibut. I get confused with the small halibut and the smelt. Still look for a keeper, but it's good to know that this drop shot's working. Second little halibut here. This little shaker. So with these guys, obviously this isn't even close to keeper. Minimum size here is 22 inches on this fish. And I can tell just by looking at it, I know he's not 22. So just give him a little grab. You don't want to pinch him too hard, but if you grab him behind sorry, get this guy unhooked real quick. Give him a little pinch behind the gilp right there. Don't want to pinch him too hard, but it's a good way to just control him like that. But anyways, halibut on the drop shot. Not a big one, but that's all right. We'll give him a quick release. Fish number 2 on the drop shot. So if you want a more detailed breakdown of this setup, I'm going to do one on my Patreon. I've already done one on my Patreon. So if you're not familiar, on my Patreon, I do once a month, I'll try to put up a how-to video of some sort. So I did I did a surf setup, I did trolling for halibut in the bay, I did a salmon video, basically showing my setup, and I'll show a little more of the detail, like how to tie the knots, you know, the exact hook size and everything that I'm using. So if you're interested in that, check the Patreon. I always leave it linked down in the description of all my videos. But anyways, this month I'm going to do one on this drop shot setup. So it works really well from the surf. You saw the video, and it seems to be working so far in the kayak. And I'm going to keep trolling it here. I like putting this one. I know you guys can't see it in this holder, but I can see it a lot better there. So yeah, if you want to see like the knots, hook size, I'll show you the exact color and everything that I'm using. Check out the Patreon. But otherwise, just a normal drop shot setup with the weight on the bottom and then that bait in the middle. So basically the concept is that weight is kind of dragging along the bottom, and then your bait is like, you know, about a foot off the bottom, just kind of wiggling up and down off of that sandy floor. And this halibut see it, come up, grab it, and it's game on. So anyways, 2 in the boat so far, but both shakers. Maybe, just maybe, if we keep at it, maybe we'll find us a keeper out here. That's the goal. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, that's a good one. Get out of the holder. Oh yeah, that's a halibut. That's gotta be a halibut. On the drop shot once again. This one feels a little bit heavier. I don't think it's a keeper, but it is. Oh, I'm getting bit on my other rod. Bit on my other rod. This might be a halibut too. Should I go for it? Oh, I think he just dropped it. In case he comes back for it. All right, well. Oh, this guy swallowed it. Look at that. Cannot even see the bait. Look at that. He definitely wanted the drop shot there. All right. Pull that guy out. Yeah. There's our 3rd halibut of the day. All right. That's probably about 20 inches or so. Definitely not a keeper. Oh, quick release. Sorry, not the best release, but at least it didn't hit the deck. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of both. I've been doing a little bit of jigging it, you know, like this, kind of giving it the same action I would when I, you know, would be casting and retrieving from the surf. But I never got, well actually I think I did get one bite like this, one of my fish was like this, but my best luck has been just putting it in the holder and just kind of trolling it, letting it bounce along. Oh, there we go. There's one. Spoke too soon. I guess this is an effective method too. was just gonna say my best method has been just putting it in the holder and, you know, kind of bouncing it along the bottom, but both methods definitely work. This one feels like it might have some size to it. Maybe a keeper? No, I don't think so. Another shaker. That was pretty good. That was just, maybe the bite's on, because I definitely had a bite on this other rod, my live bait, while I was bringing in this fish, or the fish before this, and then unfortunately I missed that one. Landed that fish, let it go, and then casted this back out. You saw the whole thing there. Cast to bite. Didn't take more than a couple seconds when it hit the bottom. Oh, look at this guy. Quick unhooking there. You can see he's got a scar right there. Same thing on the other side. That's probably, I would guess, from a seal. Maybe a lingcod. It'd have to be a big lingcod, but something definitely grabbed him right there. If you watched one of my recent videos, here, we'll let this one go. If you watched one of my recent videos, I actually caught a lingcod with a halibut inside the stomach. So I'm not putting it past the lingcod to go and attack that fish. But if I had to guess, I think that's probably from a seal of some sort. Maybe I should work this little area. Maybe it's the area. I don't know if it's the area, or maybe it's just the time. Maybe I didn't check the tide at all. Probably should have checked the tide, but. There's a fish. Yep, that's a halibut. That's a halibut. Finally, one on the live bait. The drop shot so far has been outperforming the live bait, but seems like we finally got one here. This is a small one. Oh, quick release. So that's my 5th halibut, all shakers today. I'm not actually too surprised that I'm getting a lot of shakers. I'm fishing inshore today, super shallow. It's only 20 feet of water right here. And I find even on the ocean side, when I'm fishing in shallow, a lot more shakers than I would if I was fishing out deep. So if I was fishing like, you know, 50 to 60 feet of water, or even 40 feet of water, hardly any shakers out there. I mean, I get them every once in a while, but mostly keepers out there. But when you're fishing inshore, at least in this particular area where I am, it seems like a lot more small ones. And yeah, there's some keepers mixed in. Like you saw my surf fishing video, I caught 3 keepers from the surf, so that was like probably 10 feet of water. But I also caught like, I think 7, I lost count. A lot of shakers mixed in with those. So a couple of guesses, or a couple of theories that I have as to why there's more smaller fish in shallow. One is I'm pretty sure that the halibut come in shallow to spawn. Now I'm not sure if they spawn out in the open ocean. I know for sure they spawn in the bays like San Francisco Bay, but I think it's also probably possible that they spawn in like a more calm, like coves and stuff like that out in the open ocean. So maybe those fish, they're born in shallow, they kind of stick around shallow waters, and then slowly as they grow bigger and get older, they move out deeper. That's one theory. And then my second theory is the small ones, you know, they swim around, but they come in shallow because they're feeding on small anchovies. Maybe they're, oh, here's another one. Oh, I missed him. Probably took my bait. But anyways, yeah, maybe the smaller fish are in shallow because they're feeding on those little anchovies and stuff, little smaller bait fish, and then they move out deeper when they get bigger and they're feeding on a little bit bigger prey. But whatever the reason is, just seems like a general, more smaller fish on the inside, more bigger fish on the outside. Fish. Yep, that's a fish. Oh no! Oh, I had him. One head shake and he was gone. Hey. Oh man, that felt like a heavier one too. Oh man, that was the one. Oh, fish. Oh, good fish. Good fish. Oh, I was just gonna bring it up to check things. I think this is a good halibut. I had just lost what I think was a keeper. Dropped it back down, and I don't know, maybe it's the same one, I don't know. But this one feels like a good one. I feel like this is a keeper. I was actually going to pick up and reset my drift. Look at him. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's a keeper. Man, that one pulled hard. Yeah, not a keeper. You know what? Let's measure it. Just check. I feel like this is not a keeper, but I'm gonna check it. I haven't measured any fish yet today. Oh, if it flops out. Oh, I was gonna say if it flops out, it flops out, but I don't think that was a keeper. I think it was probably like 21. I want to see that was 21 inches. It's on the drop shot again. This could be something good. I need to get this ready. This setup is not meant for big fish. We're gonna do our best to keep this one pinned. I mean, I'm using a pretty light line. I mean, you can see this rod is all bent up. I don't know what this was. Honestly, I thought I had hooked a piece of kelp. But, I mean, as you saw, it went for a big run there a couple of times. Definitely not kelp. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I just want to see it. Just want to see it. Come on. It's feeling weird. It's like there's kelp. I think there's kelp on here and the fish. Oh, it probably wrapped up in, there's a lot of kelp around here. Probably wrapped up in some kelp. Come on, stay pinned. Not good. All wrapped up in kelp. There's definitely a fish in there as well. There he goes again. Put a little bit more pressure on him. That kelp is all wrapped up in there. That kelp is really not ideal though. It's so close. It's like I can see the kelp, but I can't see whatever fish is inside the kelp. Oh, I see a big, oh, I think it's a bass. Or maybe it's a halibut. Is that a halibut? Oh no, it's a stingray. Oh, what a fail. How did this go after my... Dang it. Oh, I thought I had something good there. How did this eat my drop shot? All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to get this out. I'm not too worried about him breaking off now that I know that's not. I don't know how I got this. It's literally like on the I wasn't even fishing this on the bottom. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Oh man, well, a dramatic finish. Not to be. Thought maybe we're gonna finish with a epic catch there, but unfortunately it's just a big stingray. I don't know how this got hooked, because I wasn't even, I was reeling my drop shot in on the surface, which is why I thought it might be. I don't know how I'm gonna get this. Might just break off. There he goes. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there, wrapped up in all this kelp. Yeah, I was bringing in my drop shot on the surface, and somehow he must have been swimming in the middle of the water column, and then I just happened to go across him and snagged him. There, got him out of the kelp finally. I'm gonna try my best to get this unhooked. There we go. Oh man. Alright, well that got the adrenaline pumping for a little bit there, but unfortunately just a stingray. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Although I never found that keeper halibut, I did confirm my theory that this drop shot would be an effective tactic, not only in the surf but out here on the kayak as well. So I think I landed 4 halibut on this one, whereas I only landed 2 on the live bait. So not to say that live bait's not also an effective method, but this outfished the live bait today. So if you guys want to know more about the whole setup, I'll give you the exact colors, the exact knots that I'm using and everything, exact weight. I'm gonna leave a link to my Patreon down in the description. And I did a how-to video on my Patreon of literally everything, so you can use the exact same setup I'm using today if you'd like to. So anyways, other than that, time to wrap it up. Whew, my heart's still pumping a little bit. I thought I had something good there, but not to be. It's okay. Fun day anyways. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.